And I'm just so grateful to be in this space with you all. And so we're going to start with some deep breathing just to get ourselves relaxed. So if you are in a place where you can just take a deep breath in, let's do that through our nose. Take a deep breath in and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and just release that breath. This just helps us to get centered and get focused. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Just take a deep breath in. Releasing the day's stress, releasing the day's concerns, releasing the day's issues, whatever came up. And we're going to do it one more time. Take a deep breath in and just hold it. And then go ahead and just exhale and release it. So tonight I want to talk to you about, God just put it on my heart to give you a food for thought as you lay down to rest tonight, about your future self. Who is she? Who is he? Who is your future self? The person that we desire to become is already within us. And the desire to become that version of ourselves is calling us forward to do the things that we need to do to get to that place. The other day I was journaling and I was talking to God about, how, you write out goals, you prepare a list of things that you want to accomplish in a certain amount of time, and you can go back in your mind and think about all the times that you may have attempted to accomplish this thing and how you started, you stopped. You started strong, you stopped, and then you just kind of wavered off. And so it was impressed on my heart to talk to the version of myself that is already there where I desire to be. Now, a lot of times when we think about this version of ourselves, sometimes we take it so far out, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, or 10 years from now, or when I'm at this size, or I have this amount of money saved up. But I heard the version of myself speak to me that was 1 week into staying committed to my exercise regimen. That version of myself spoke to me and she was like, you did it. You finished 1 whole week of exercising. The version of myself that got through another day, she spoke. Sometimes we put it so far off in our minds, but what is the version of yourself who is overcoming or has overcome present day challenges? What is she saying to you? I want to encourage you to open up your heart to hear from her. It doesn't have to be these massive goals that we've accomplished, but it can be getting through a job that we don't particularly want to go to, or getting through conversations that we fretted. What did she say to you? What does she say to you? What does he say to you? Great job. You showed up. You did it. I'm proud of you. That's the version of ourselves that we should connect with. And, as we're drifting off and getting ready for sleep, you can ask this version of yourself to speak to you, to share the wisdom of how you got from point A to point B to where, you desire to be. And I am a firm believer that your inner self will speak to you and tell you. And you don't have to make it this really huge thing. And that was the thing that kept tripping me up. I want to do this for 30 days. And then God just had me to begin to just break it down. We did it for 3 days, girl. We accomplished this thing, and so we don't have to go outside of ourselves to be or have or do the desires on our heart. We can tap into that version of ourselves that already exists within us. We just haven't matched her energy. We just haven't matched her discipline. We just haven't matched the commitment yet. But each time that we start and stop, we're building momentum, we're building strength, and we can even refer back to those times. It's all about how you look at a thing, perspective. You could say, oh, I stopped when I started and I didn't continue. But do you ever think about how long you went before you stopped? Or what transpired as you were going? And then also, this is what was offered to me. Why did you stop? And when you can understand that, then it helps you to prepare to be more successful the next time you start. For me, sometimes I would stop certain things that I start because something unexpected happened and it threw me off and I had to get my bearings. So now, knowing that, going into what it is, the goal that I'm working towards, you have to have a plan. For if something happens unexpected, what are you going to do? How are you going to move through it? And all of that wisdom, all of that knowledge, all of that understanding, you can get right from within by speaking to the version of yourself you're desiring to become. They're right there with you. They're in there with you. They're in the fight. They're right there. They understand you. They understand your complexities. They understand your challenges. They understand you. And so why not go to the source, the wisdom that's already available to you for the blueprint to understand how to move past challenges. And so tonight, as you rest up on your bed and you get relaxed and you are preparing for sleep and sweet dreams, I want you to think about, what wisdom do I need from the version of myself that I'm working towards becoming, manifesting in the physical. She or he already exists in the spirit realm. That's why you're being pulled in that direction. There's no question of whether or not you can have it. It's just the physical you has to match what the spiritual you is wants to tell you or wants to show you. And so God can reveal this information to you in a dream. He can give you some aha moments, some notes to jot down before you fall off to sleep. And you can learn how to pray in regards to this area, And so God will not leave us without the information we need, to be successful in life. And so let's tap into it. Life doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. So let's celebrate our wins and let's just reach inside, connect with that version of ourselves that we desire to see in the physical, and ask for the guidance on how to get there. Don't space it out so far apart. When I have $1,000, when I save $100, I'm proud of myself. Celebrate that. And so I just want to encourage you all tonight, as we set the tone for this new year, that we set ourselves up for success and moments of celebration where we can be proud of ourselves and we can let go of guilt, missteps, stopping and starting, anything that would try to steal our joy and rob us of our momentum. And I think this is the perfect time to think about this as we prepare for tomorrow's assignment. It will help give us more context as we're writing out that assignment. And so I want you all to be blessed. I want you to have sweet dreams.